Hey guys, it's Frank here with another casted game for the quarterfinals of the ASTOC2 tournament. Down in the lower left, we've got Mang. Like as I was telling chat earlier, this is for. Oh no, we are not letting chat speak over my over my. Woo. Where's the other one? There it is. You don't get to be in the replay chat. I'm so sorry, but you guys will say some spicy things. Anyway, there's Mang. There's Senegalo. It's a VvI. Senegalo's already got his shrine going down, and yeah. Okay. And it looks like a vault double vault with an expansion plus conclave, which is a little surprising. We've definitely got plenty of fiends here. And today's the day, guys. Mark the calendars. Today's what, April 14th here in South Korea. I think it's April 13th back in the US as I'm casting this. But today was the day. Today was the day that I talked about the O.4 well, what we think is going to be this patch's campaign updates. They teased it, so we're thinking that this major content update is going to be the campaign stuff, but it's looking pretty good. We're going to be seeing new brutes, new fiends, a lot of new stuff all over the place. So looking forward to it. Get used to here. Can we see his face? No, we can't see. There's no portraits in this mode. Ay ay ay. Ay ay ay. What a bummer. Okay. But we do see a lot of Lancers backed up by a couple Exos from Mang coming on over to steal the speed camp from Senegalo. Senegalo not going for a third, which I find interesting. I wonder if this is just to is he trying to rush something, or why isn't he going after his third? Admittedly, this is something. The reason that I say it's strange that he's not going after his third is because not going after your third is something that I would do on ladder. And if I do it on ladder, then chances are you're giving your MMR away. But yeah, it's going to be this pack of Vanguard, Lancers, and a couple Exos that are going to be taking this health camp, which I wouldn't take that lying down. There's not, well, now 4 Exos will be enough to be a bit scary here. We do have Plague Axes coming online, which would be nice to kind of swing the tides. And it looks like Senegal is using his... Yeah, he's using his natural first Greater Shrine. It seems like it's going to be a lot more vulnerable, especially if there gets to be... I mean, if Helicarriers come into play, or if Atlases siege up on the low ground, that could be kind of a spicy ordeal. But the first Hellborn pops out. Yeah, look, here's Mangu trying to look for the third. Oh, but the Bob's here. The Bob's gonna mine through the trees, but he's gonna find an unwelcome surprise here. Yeah, and that's a bit of a choke, but the infantry is so small that they can just squeeze right through. The Fellhogs are gonna go down, and now the Brutes are here. A high ground Hellborn's gonna be firing down, and it looks like Mangu kind of wanted to go micro up and stutter step up to that Hellborn up top. A Superstone's gonna drop down, but it looks like the Exos are gonna focus it down. All the Lancers are gone. And it looks like these Gaunts... Oh no, I think these Gaunts stand a good chance. Go for it. Yeah, the Exos don't do a good job against lightly armored units. I say move forward, Gaunts. And if anything, yeah, you definitely need to get going once the once this sentry post finishes building. There we go. And one more shot. Bada bing, down it goes. All that time. Sorry, Bob. All that time spent building. Rinse and pistachios. Okay, but we're still on 2 base for Mangu, and... Or no, we're still on 1 base for Mangu, 2 base for Senegalo. I'm really surprised that Senegalo never went for a third. He had all the time in the world to do it. No, Bobbert. Bobathy. Anyway. He's done for. He's gone. I wasn't going to show such violence on my on my Twitch.tv screen. Skull coming down to recapture the speed camp, which makes me think that he wants to move out somewhere else on the map. But where else on the map does he want to go? I don't know. I also don't know why you wouldn't want to use, or just like not use a skull. That skull could be I mean, it's only a little bit of DPS, but it's enough. Oh, effigy. It's not much, but turning the oh, that's so annoying. I was gonna say it's not much, but using the effigy to infest those 2 shadow demons, make a couple of fiends that the exos will then have to, you know, every shot that they spend on the fiend is a shot that's not going into the gaunts and stuff, but that's okay. And it looks like we've got a bunch of med tech supporting just 5 exos. Where's the DPS? We need a lot more. 6, 7, 8 exos is still fine, but we've got an infernal that's on tier 2 now, and making Hellborn. Why is there no natural here out of Mangu? Is this just like a challenge run or something? He doesn't want to go to doesn't want to go past 1 base. He wants to see if he can beat Senegalo on 1 base. Alright, Piper's gonna go down. And it looks like these med techs are gonna be able to keep each other alive. Which is good. Alright, so they're going to poke in. That meat farm's going to alert Senegalo that, you know, it's going to be his intruder alert. And here come all the Hellborn shots. They're going to splash down on just about everything. Nano Swarm pops on the med tech, but it gets taken out before it can fully recover. And again, everything is going to be taking, like, all this infest damage. The Hellborn aren't doing all that much damage to the Exos, which are lightly armored units. Which is fine. You don't want to be like one-shotting these Exos and then causing massive splash behind them. That would kind of kill them off a little bit too quick, in my estimation. But yeah, with the Gaunts combined with the back line of Hellborn, I think are going to be pretty dangerous, especially for the Medtechs, actually. The Medtechs are heavily armored, so they're going to be taking that plus 30 bonus damage from these Hellborn! Another Nano Swarm gets dropped. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if they put Nano Swarm on autocast here, or is that? I wonder if the autocast isn't necessarily for healing, but it's just for offensive Nano Swarm. Ooh, the system shot goes down, and all the Exo Medtech ball does charge forward. Nice. I do like seeing these Hellborn are all spread out now, but the splash damage is starting to add up here. And another Hellborn, reinforcing from the rear. The Gaunts are coming on forward, and they are starting to do as much damage as they can. And there's the GG from Mangu, who stayed on 1 base the entire game. Senegalo is going to go up 1-0. GG's, guys. Alright, guys, game 2 here between Senegalo, our Infernal player, and Mangu, our Vanguard player. We saw Senegalo move his Hexen kind of out of the way of the dog so it wouldn't get caught. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Alright, might as well restart it. Hey guys, it's Frank here with game number 2. After being reminded that I don't have the right scene up. For the second time this stream, I'm still a loosey-goosey from the 0.4, well, what we assume is the 0.4 announcement of the campaign rework and all the visual upgrades. Man, new campaign is looking pretty good. If you guys haven't seen the on Stormgate's or on Frost Giant's YouTube channel, they're showing a preview of all the updates that they've done to the campaign, and also there's a YouTube video from a German game conference where there's even more footage that's not on the Frost Giant official YouTube page. So I recommend you guys go check that out if you want to see what all the updates to the Infernals look like. But it's looking really good. The campaign's looking pretty cool. There's some things that I'm not as big of a fan of, but overall I think it's a positive thing, and I encourage you all to go check it out and see for yourselves. But meanwhile, back in here, in this game 2 in the quarterfinals of ASTOC number 2, we see Mangu actually making an expansion. Good for you, man. I was worried it wasn't going to happen. Bobs are you know, get your fill of bobs while you can. The bobs are not long for this game, at least not in the 1v1. We saw what the servos, the bob replacement, is going to look like in that footage, and that's one of the things that I was like 5 out of 10 on. I think it's they look a little bit too close to a Vulcan cockpit for me. Just the shape is too similar, and they've got like the two little like anime antenna sticking out back. So by itself, it looks all right. But yeah, that was one of the things where I was like, it's fine. All right, couple of mech bays coming out here from Mangu. It looks like it's going to be, yep, hedgehogs, which are going to do fantastic against tier 2 units anyway. At least the tier 2 units that Infernals are building the most in this patch, which is Magmadon and Hellborn, the two Iron Vault units. Just because the Magmadon can tank so much, and the Hellborn is just like, it seems like there's nothing that it can't do. It can shoot air, it has an AoE, you can eventually upgrade it to have a dot. It's anti-heavy, it's anti-structure, like, it fills a lot of roles right now. So having something that can not take full damage, which means, you know, light armored. I guess you could have something that doesn't have an armor tag as well. But having something that's light armored and that's fast enough to kite out the Magmadons is really good. So Hedgehogs seems like it would fit that build. We do still see a couple of Lancers out, though. And I like how this Lancer's weapon is catching the light. His faux splitter blade. Holy moly, Mangu going for a third. Game 1 doesn't get a single expansion. Game 2 goes for the double. And we don't see any tier 2 units yet out of Senegalo. Wow. Frank speak words good. Alright, but it looks like he's going to be taking the southern route around the center. You know what else is something that's kind of interesting to me is that not a lot of players, like, people will wait until the late game, the mid, or like the end of the mid game to come take this this center camp, but it almost never gets scouted. Like, I think if you drill through these trees right here at like the 2 o'clock position, if you're Senegalo, and you only mine from like this Therium patch and this Luminite mine, that's still income equivalent to like 1 base. You're not getting the full greed, but you can still do it pretty stealthily. I think there's not. Yeah, here we go. We see a fidget spinner, but it's coming from Mangu's 4th, and holy eco, Mangu, you've got a lot of eco going on here. That being said, he doesn't have full saturation on a lot of these bases. There we go. We've got 10 down here, none over here, and 9 over here. So the bobs are still on their way. But yeah, it looks like Senegalo is going to be catching up here with a 4th, I guess 5th of his own. There's a shrine right here that's going to be the Therium shrine. Another fidget spinner comes over to investigate the natural, but a Gaunt's going to take care of it. The fidget spinner, before it dies, will see it will see that Hellborn, but that shouldn't be a surprise to Mangu. Hellborn Magmadon are again the bread and butter of this composition, of any Infernal composition at this point, unless you're in the mirror, in which case it's Hellborn Weaver, just because Mags will, like, before they stomp, or I guess you can wait until they start stomping, they'll get lashed, they're stunned for 2 seconds, and they're pulled right into the middle of all the DPS, and they'll start taking that % max health damage from the Weavers. So Weavers just end up countering the Magmadons quite well. Hey, he gets it. Goodbye, Scout. All right, but still, we're almost at minute 7 here, and the only tier 2 units we've got are 2 Hellborn. I don't see where the tankiness is at. I think if there's any kind of AoE that ends up happening, actually Vulcans would obliterate this army. Kind of wish we saw more Vulcans here, but there's a lot of hedgehogs, which will be interesting. And I'm loving this Shroud Highway. I don't know how I missed it, but really the player that I think of the most when I see people making a Shroud Highway is Fleabuster. Yeah. So it's good to see other players using it though. And again, this is one of those things where in the mirror matchup you would almost have to use Shroud High. Ooh, I like this. I like this Shroud Stone. And yeah, and Mangu's continuing to he's continuing to just like build up here. We've got a couple of sentry posts going down. His supply is still at 147. I would have expected it to be a lot higher considering how many how quickly he expanded. But we do see at least one Vulcan. There's a couple of Lancers out as well. I guess that begs the question: are we going to be seeing Spriggans anytime soon? Because Spriggans against Lancers and Vulcans are phenomenal. But if we keep seeing more of those sieged up hedgehogs, that might be the end of that. And by the way, this is another thing that just bugs me to no end. If my opponent controls the vision camp right outside of like my natural and third, right here, it drives me up a wall because they know that I can't see them, and I know that they can see me, which is a very like, I don't know if anyone else gets that feeling when someone's like looking over their shoulder while they work or while they're working on something or just like reading a book or something like that, but it puts the hair on the back of my neck on end. Like I hate it. It drives my like, I don't want to say like spidey sense, but it drives my like stop being behind me instinct like through the roof. All right, for Senegalo, we do have 2 Magmadons and a single Hell, but where did the other Hellborns go? Did the other Hellborns get taken out in a fight that I didn't see, or oh no, they're all over there. All right, so I guess they're just there defensively. Holy smokes! Tell me you like Static D without telling me. Mangu's just throwing down like so many sentry posts. Woof! That. Alright. There's the helicarrier. Okay, so we've got a 10-minute helicarrier over here. Not going for a bombing run. Although, you know what I'd be interested to see? I would be interested to see how or if it's using a bombing run is an effective method of clearing out trees. I know it's probably not the most like cost efficient because you want that bombing run available. Here we go. Yeah, look. Oh, and we do have Weavers, and we've got Shadow Flyers out on the map. Interesting. I wonder if he's going to be looking out for Hornets more or for helicarriers, because yeah, I assume it would be. Why? Why do you have 4 million sentry posts, Mangu? Are you just memeing this game? You can tell me if you are. Look at this. Why? Why? This isn't SC2, man. Ay. What's happening? Yeah, this is just the forest of what is this? Why are you making a forest of sentry posts? I guess that's all right. All right, are we finally going to see Senegalo moving out? I think so. I would want these. I would want all those Hellborn to hang back though. All right, level 2 vision camp. Gonna fall over here to Senegalo. Is he actually going to attack now? Senegalo. Or is... What is this build? This seems like something that's like... Mangu is like never going to attack. Is this just his like AFK build? He's gonna like build this up and then, I don't know, go for a cup of coffee or something like that and come back. Cause I don't think it's going to work. Like Hellborn are really good against this many sentry posts. But look, why? Why are there so many? Why do you need this many sentry posts? Ay, ay, ay. Ay, 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 ay. Sentry post, sentry post, sentry post. Mangu, dude, you've got like a problem. I think you've got an addiction here. Oh no, bombing run, bop, bop, bop. Wow, actually takes out a Weaver. Consider me impressed. Oh no, another bombing run! Not that much damage. Do the bombers give vision? I don't remember if they do. I want to say no, they don't. I like the Repair-Matic. Repair-Matic, best unit in the game. Okay, now we're up to the magic number 4 helicarriers versus everything here, and holy sentry posts. Oh, and he's got the bubbles too. He's got like ultra defense. What is this? What is this build? What is this build of just like unshatterable defense? What am I watching? You know what would be even better? Yeah, there we go. Get a couple of Repair-Matics going here. This is like the opposite of the Rongo Bongo build. Instead of like ridiculous offense, this is the most ridiculous defense I think I've ever seen. Fiends, where are you going? Or not Fiends, Gaunts, what are you doing? Gaunts, what are you doing? Come on. Come on. Come on, get that bombing run. Come on, bombing run. Aw, no bombing run. Alright, a couple of Wraithstones down, but it looks like Senegalo... I wonder if Senegalo is going to figure out that, like, he's never going to get attacked. He's just never going to get attacked. He does have, I guess, technically one more base, but it's 2 bases worth of resources that are there that he's mining off of. So, as long as he takes efficient trades, he should win this game. But really, it's Mangu's game to lose. He's at max supply now. He can just kind of chill. Oh, all right, down goes the Sentinel. Oh. No, and now the Hedgehog's going to siege up. Guess not. More. Oh, who would have guessed? Yeah, you didn't see this one coming, Yugi. It's more sentry posts. Nice. I like the blue bubble on a single Atlas. What is this game, dude? Oh, the big bad dragon's out. And alright, we do see a plague breath on a lot of units actually. But it's gonna do not that much damage. I think it does a total of 20 damage by the time it runs out. But everything over there was like flying over Repair-Matic, so it's again kinda doesn't matter. Yeah, and you need to move your Hellborn forward. There's a lot of Hellborn that aren't even getting shots. Like, look, I don't know that they can, like, can they DPS this down? Alright, one Repair-Matic goes down. Another one goes down. Yay! Yeah, Mangu's just, like, giving him this series. He's just, like, toying with him, though. Why? Why are you doing this? Mangu never attacked. Oh, that's funny. tank line, repair medics. Repair medics trying to keep each other alive. There we go. A lot of hedgehogs unsieging to get out of there. The command post goes down. Wait, will the Hexen go down from the electric fire? It does. And I guess, yeah, the Shadow Flyers want to come along and get a cheeky grab on the Sentinels, but it's not going to happen. Hedgehogs unsieged, and they're going to go back to the natural, while the rest of Senegalo's army continues to focus that one habitat, I guess. Oh man, what a ridiculous game! What an absolutely ridiculous game. Are we fully upgraded here? Yep, fully upgraded. Molten Touch is good. Wait, Dragon, come here. I think the Dragon gets an upgrade too, doesn't he? Maybe not. Alright, Senegal all the way to 303 supply. Don't see that every day. You see the Sentinels dropping a couple bubbles for some reason. Yeah, look at these Shadow Flies that are trying to dodge all these, dodge the Hedgehogs. Hedgehog's trying to focus down the Dragon. They do get rid of all of its white health, but I don't think that's going to be enough. Shadow Flyers coming on forward and getting so much AoE damage done. Ay, ay, ay. We see his shields up on one of the helicarriers. Another one is almost, it's pretty beat up. It's got 4 stacks of that corrosive guts on it. Spriggans are coming forward here, and they're going to do fantastic work against all the, oh no, so many bombs. That could turn into so many fiends. Well, I wonder what the upper limit is on supply that you can get if your opponent keeps on making workers and you keep on infesting and killing them. Like, I don't know. You could probably get in the thousands doing that, actually. Oh, what is this? What is this absolute nonsense? Nonsense plays with Frank. Nonsense plays with Mangu. Ay, ay, ay. More Shadow Flyers connect over here at the helicarriers. Bombing run gets sent out for the Fiends. Some of the Fiends get surrounded. There's that lone... Oh, no. Magmadon does have a buddy there. Black Cannon's getting outranged. Yo, no. The bombing run not as effective as he's hoping. Oh, man. Oh, but the Wraithstone affects the bombers, too. That's actually a great way to get rid of bombers. Is to bait out a bombing run while you're next to a Wraithstone. Granted, I don't think that the bomber build time is all that much, but it's still... I mean, it's non-zero. Oh, my gosh. And all these... No, it's just what? 2, 3... 3 Hedgehogs? You can take that out with that many Spriggans and Dragon. 2 Dragons? Oh my gosh. What is this game? What actually is this game right now? Senegalo floating 19k Luminite, 4.7k Therium. What are we watching here? Is he just waiting to mine everything out before going for an all-in? Like, what are we waiting for? These two. Alright, let's go. Move it along, move it along. What? Why? Why? Please, make it end. Let it end. By the way, it's interesting to note as well that the middle wheel click and drag is slowed down depending on how much you have the replay sped up by. Oh my gosh. You've already got resource. You have 5k Therium. What do you need more? Why do you need a Luminite camp? Why? Oh yeah, yeah. No. Senegalo, illegal. Mangu, illegal. Here's your yellow card, alright? You guys may have, like, submitted the replay, and I'm glad you're participating in ASTOC2, but... illegal! Oh, no. Oh, and he changed them all to flat cannons instead of just sentry posts. Okay, here we go. Let's watch this slowly happen. Alright, so we took out a single flat. Okay, more flat cannons going down. Finally, are we finally gonna see the walls come down? Mr. Mangu, tear this wall down. Tear down this wall. There we go. Why are you running from a helicarrier with 2 dragons? Ay, ay, ay. What are we watching? Oh, what are we watching? Why is this happening? What did I do? What have I... Oh, and of course survival protocol's up. Ay, ay, ay. Look, Senegalo, this makes sense. It makes sense what you're doing, but... I wish you could see my screen and understand that you're floating 30,000 Luminite. You probably could just win with brutes. You probably just could win with brutes. Oh my goodness. Solid, don't you dare wish that on me. Don't you dare wish that on me. Bombing run! Alright, so the bombers are all gone from this guy. But I don't think it ever shows, like... I don't think we ever see bombers being built. Like, it's not one of those bars that you see getting filled like the carriers in StarCraft 2. Everything is getting molten touched, though, by the Hellborn. Now are we gonna see... You know what, I wouldn't hate a plague breath on all these units. Yeah, look, here's the. Why are these Atlas not firing? All right, the dragons get a little bit of a. They get a little bit poked at, but it's nothing too crazy. 3 dragons now. This is the height of ridiculousness. I take it back, Jay. You've been dethroned from the guy that does ridiculous plays in Stormgate. 3 dragons for Senegalo versus Mangu's Sentry Forest. I won't stand for it. I won't stand for this. No, we're rushing past all this. This is nonsense. Oh my god, why? Why? Just let it end, please. Please. Oh my god. Wow, Frank, you could have gotten into any game. You could have started casting any game at all, and you chose Stormgate. And this is what you get. This is what you get for casting Stormgate. You get 28-minute long games with 3 dragons where neither player will attack into each other. And they're still building! Oh, good. Good. Yeah. Senegalo was running low on production. I was worried that he wouldn't be able to remax. Oh, my god. But wait, look, he's got enough for another dragon. Is this the... Are we gonna set the record for the number of dragons on a single map? I hope we do, actually. I really hope we do. Boop. There goes that vision camp. Alright, are we finally gonna go for it now? Oh, you can see him. You can see he's refunding them as they're getting destroyed. Trying to, anyway. What? Alright, dragons are gonna come on, sneak into the main. Yeah, and absolutely nothing is going to be done about it. Ooh, here come the Exos. Woo! Here they go. Peekaboo. All these dragons are gonna come around back to the... Yep, there's the 4th dragon. 4 dragons. Do I hear 5? Do I hear 5 dragons? Oh my god, 31 minutes. Oh my god. Why? 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 Just attack! Just attack and win, Senegalo, please! Oh, here we go. I was missing this fight. Oh my gosh. Cool. Alright, 1 expansion down. Just 1, 2... 2 expansions down. Just 3 more bases to go. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Smudge himself designed this replay. Literal Smudge wants me to cast this game. Yeah, Mangu, yeah, this is absolutely Mangu's AFK build. He's watching a show on Netflix right now, I guarantee it. We've been going at ×2 speed for so long now. Yeah, you have resource camps good for you. But why? Why are you getting more resource camps? Why? You don't need them. This entire map has been mined out. And you don't need them. Is this just for fiends? Is this just to get your supply back up? These two have to be in a Discord call. Like, there's no way that they're not just, like... Actually, you know what? I wonder if it was Senna that was observing this, and they're just messing with Senna. Like, alright, you have to observe this entire game, because we don't have, like, a good halfway point. Oh my gosh. Oh, good. Yeah, you were definitely short on resources. Good thing you grabbed that camp. 4 dragons coming back. Mangu wants to know how much Senegalo has. Okay. Oh yeah, because Mangu's broke. Yeah, you couldn't win since the moment you started building all those sentry posts. Alright, so this does have the potential to look really cool. We'll slow it back down for the cool parts, I guess. Oh, Exo, you came to the wrong neighborhood. 5 dragons. 5 dragons, 1 Vanguard. That's what I'm calling this series, by the way. When it comes time to rename this, this was just so... What a game. This was one of the games of all time of Stormgate. Oh, so many Shadow Flyers! I do see quite a few Corrosive Guts landing on these, on the carriers, which is nice. Senegalo not remaxing instantly, to my absolute disappointment. Why? Why? There's nothing here! There's nothing... Did they know that I was going to cast this and they just want to torture me? Did I do something to upset these two? This is, like... What is happening? Why? It's not worth killing them. You don't need the money. You don't need the health regen. You can just buy new units. Oh my gosh. Alright, I guess we're going back to fast forward mode. Oh, here we go, here we go. Shields up on the helicarrier. Oh, is the dragon gonna go down? No, it sure doesn't. Alright, another helicarrier goes down. So much infernal rushing on forward here. Man, those dragons really did take a bit of a beating, though. But it looks like the ground force is going to be able to clean everything up here from Senegalo. Yeah, all the brutes and all the fiends getting into base-to-base contact with so much of the other stuff here. There's the GG from Mangu, finally! Oh my god. 39 minutes. Yeah, good game, air quotes. Can't believe you guys made me do that. Good game, guys. Thank you.